Hello. It's me, 09. And here is Mr. Fox. Pat. Foxo is my boss, Foxo is my boss, Foxo is my boss, Okay. I had few technical difficulties, and because of that I don't remember what is title of this episode. I think it's Sand Poison. And don't ask me what is episode number. I think it would be 7 or 8. So in this episode we had Ryan going to Dragon Kingdom, which kinda looks like or like place where spirits go to heaven, like with boats and lights and also ropes and masks they wear. I assume the people around Rian with mask and etc. are former Dragon Clan, though how long was this thing? It said that Dragon revives every 500 years and our human history is barely 10,000 years. I don't know how old is Makai Order in GARO universe. I don't know if that was ever stated, to be fair. But yeah, Rian basically meets with this thing, dragon deity, which looks like Azure Dragon from Chinese myth that represents, I think, eastern corner of the world, because Sentinel of the East. Yeah. So that's pretty much what Rian does. She needs to hurry up because Ryuga and Lector or Rector, how you want to say it, finding out what was happening in the village, and also they meet those two ladies that are Makai priest, and they tell them to go to protect the gate to Dragonland, because when Ryume-sama dies, it's pretty much falls unprotected, and horrors can just go there, and probably if they go there they will kill the dragon before it even gets reborn, and yeah, it probably will make so that life around this place will totally die off, because there won't be any protection against horrors, which probably will make Karzas even stronger and harder to deal with. But yeah, Ryuga finds out that the village is in chaos, and he goes to see what's going on. And with after they find possessed again Eremina, and also a lot of possessed villagers that started to kill one another. So we learn identity of this horror that was that water horror that I was right assuming it was horror. It is Aquas, to be fair. I use this image because Aquas doesn't really have physical form, at least not now. Though, to be fair, from what it was presented, it seems like Aquas is now died in this episode. So I assumed that Aqua's role in it was using Garzas to destroy Ryume and protection in this general area, so he will have easier to eat everybody else. But it seems like both horrors kinda cooperate, though I assume not fully, because horrors don't really care much about each other. And they mostly cooperate as far as they can both get something from it. So it seems that Aqua's role in all of this was to make this create distraction for Makai Priest and Ryuga, but also to kill Yume earlier, so Garzas could break Dragon Gate open. But because Mina possessed by Aquas failed many times at killing of Ryume-sama and failed also at keeping Ryan from becoming next Sentinel or GARO, and basically the Aquas use people of the village as distraction, so Ryuga would need to go there and save the people, because for the Makai Order the most important thing is to protect normal humans. It's kinda rule in the order that they cannot harm normal civilians and they cannot leave them unprotected when there is horror attack. So basically it's kinda screwed situation for Ryuga and Rector who need to go there and eliminate Aquas also, but Aquas is really good distraction. That's unlucky for Ryuga because Aquas doesn't create physical form. She instead possesses people and because of Makai order vow to never kill innocent, Ryuga is put in very harsh position where he needs to end the Aquas, but he cannot because Lemina, though she was jealous and hateful towards Rian and wanted to be Cairo herself, she isn't really fallen, and she isn't horror, or she isn't fallen to the darkness. So he is put in very bad situation. Also, other really hard thing he has to deal with it is to fight with Aquas when the only way for him to kill Aquas without killing Elamina or village folk is to exorcise Aquas from Elamina body, but to do that he needs Makai Priest powers, but when they fight, Rector takes majority of fighters, majority of like other villagers, just himself to give Ryuga more chance to fight Elamina. And even though he kinda on his own way exercises Aquas from village folk and Ayura bodies, he uses his forbidden technique that he used to exercise Ayura in the past, which basically makes his hand hurt even more, and that's pretty much makes him unable to help for a while. So Ryuga is put in bad situation. Aquas pins him down, but thankfully Ryume-sama, with last breath of her power, from what we assume that she is dead at this point, and she speaks to Eremina and gives Eremina enough strength so she can exorcise the Aquas from herself, giving Ryuga a chance to eliminate Aquas. And I really love the fact that Ryuga used the Makai Flame to finish Aquas off and not this new finisher he has. And yeah, Aquas is probably gone for now, I assume, at least. But they don't really have much time to celebrate because, as they deduced, or as even Aquas herself said to them, the Garzas is going to attack the gate and they are running out of the time. Basically, the two Makai priests protect the barrier, but barrier doesn't have enough power to keep all Garza's soldiers just at bay. So Rector and Ayura go to help them out with a barrier, and basically Ryuga, who was kept at bay for long time, he needs to go to the gate to protect it himself. And there is fun dynamic where Rector tries to call Ryuga partner, but Ryuga always says, "No, I'm not your partner," because Ryuga sees Rian as his partner. Also, at the beginning of the episode, Rector apologizes for using Ryuga to get revenge at Garza's, and basically he says that he doesn't really care about his life because he lost everything in the South and basically wants to use his life to kill off Garza's, but Ryuga tells him, as he often tells others in his stories, that the most important thing that he can do for that is to live on and do his duty. So basically he tells Lecter, don't give up on life, do your duty, fight Garzas, and try to survive as long as you can. And yeah, at basically at the end, when they go fight Garzas, Ryuga calls finally Rector partner, and then when Rector goes to the barrier and he finds that Ayura followed him, he's annoyed at her at beginning, but she's basically ready to fight also. So he basically accepts that she will just help, but is a little annoyed when she calls Rector partner. That was funny moment because Rector sees her as his apprentice, and he basically gives her Makai Priest brush that he kept with himself all this time, maybe he always kinda hoped to meet her again, I guess. It was sweet moment, short and sweet. I kinda love that both of them kinda in a way found themselves forgiving themselves for failures of their past. That was very sweet. But yeah, Garza is going to destroy the gate. Rian needs to hurry up and make contact with Dragon and renew the barrier, but Garza still will be danger probably. So Ryuga needs to go hurry and beat Garza up. At this moment, at this type of moment, it would be nice for Ryuga to have a Goten. Goten is horse of Garo, Makai horse. It's usually awarded after beating 100 horrors in places of purification for the Garo armor. But it seems that Ryuga doesn't have Goten, because we never see him summon Goten, where there is one moment that he kinda summons horse. Well, not him, I think it's Ariane that summons fire magical horse, or other projection of horse that Ryuga uses to basically uses as a Goten, and yeah. Goten would be very nice because he has a lot of ground to cover now, and if he will be late, Rian and everybody there will probably be overrun by horrors. So that's basically it. Plot basically, our whole plot was revealed and everything. Now it's just fighting the Garzas and trying to survive. Like, Garzas, even though he isn't most charismatic of villains, they did good job to presenting him as a threat. Like, last time I was kinda not feeling the bad guy, but here Garas will be a problem, and Ryuga couldn't finish him off as Garo, so I wonder how they will fight off Garzas, and I presume Garzas doesn't have much deeper motivation than just consuming humans, because that's basically what most horror wants. Like, even creator of horrors, the original horror messiah, she always was just, her motivation was just consuming all of humanity. So, like, usually because of that, the more interesting villains in Garo series are fallen Makai Knights or fallen Makai Priests, like Kiba in original series, or Chapter of Black Wolf, or Chapter of Evil Makai Knights or Dark Makai Knights. I don't remember what was subtitle of first Garo because it was added later. And also in Makai Senki there's Evil Makai Priest that is main villain, and he also is more interesting than a big bad horror in that series. But of course, the most interesting antagonist of all Garo series is Jinga, Kami no Kiba, because he is fallen Makai Knights, but he also is horror. So he is in this interesting position where he has both like pure evil motivation of horror that is kinda fun to see, because sometimes it's just fun to see evil character that is demonic and all stuff, but also has this energy of fallen knight, and where the reason Jinga falls is very interesting, and he's very good mirror to Ryuga and Rian. That's kinda why I always saw that after Kami no Kiba movie, there wasn't really need for more Ryuga stories, because conclusion of it was perfect, and I kinda don't mind that they later use Jinga again, because Jinga is horror. He can return. I kinda would like to see more of Jinga, though. I heard that the actor of Jinga had this whole drama going on, and I don't know if this made Project Garo guys cut him off and they won't bring Jinga back. I think it would be shame if Jinga never returned. As for me, you see, now I'm really yapping too much. This episode, I finished reviewing this episode and I started to yap about Jinga because I'm fucking Jinga fanboy, I guess. Oh yeah. So that was it for this episode. I hope you like it. I hope you like Mr. Fox 4. And yeah, that was it. Remember to like, subscribe, and support the creators of Garo. And yeah, remember, when you shine, darkness fades. Bye.